Think skipping breakfast is the secret to shredding fat overnight. What if I told you that intermittent fasting is one of the most misunderstood fitness trends that there is? Stick around because today we're busting the myth that fasting is a magic bullet for fat loss, and I'm giving you the real tools to reach your goals. Hey everyone, Coach Demetrius, your guide to cutting through fitness myths with science and practicality. Today's topic, intermittent fasting. It's hyped up as the ultimate shortcut to weight loss, but in reality, let me explain why so many people fall for this myth and how you can use intermittent fasting as a tool in your lifestyle. And by the end of this video, you'll have the knowledge to make smarter decisions about your diet and fitness. Let's jump in. So what exactly is intermittent fasting? For most who don't know, it's an eating pattern that alternates between periods of fasting and eating. Popular methods include the 16-8, where you fast for 16 hours and you eat in an 8-hour window, or the 5-2, where you eat normally for 5 days and restrict calories for 2 days. The myth: people believe intermittent fasting is a magic bullet for fat loss. It doesn't matter what you eat as long as you fast. You've probably heard stories like, I lost 10 pounds in a month just by skipping breakfast. That really sounds amazing, right? But the hype comes from a few factors. Rapid results. Many people lose weight initially, which they attribute solely to fasting. Celebrity endorsements. You've seen the influencers promoting it. Science-y terms, things like autophagy and fat burning mode, makes it sound revolutionary. But there's a slight problem with this. This oversimplifies how weight loss actually works. Let me explain. Here's the truth. Intermittent fasting isn't a magic bullet. It's a method of controlling your calories intake. Weight loss happens because you're eating fewer calories overall, not because of some mythical fasting window. Now let's talk about science. A meta-analysis of multiple studies found that intermittent fasting doesn't lead to greater fat loss than other diets when total calories are controlled. In other words, if you eat the same amount of calories on a traditional diet, you'll see similar results. So why do people think it's magic? Fasting can make it easier for some people to stick to a calorie deficit. By limiting the hours you eat, you naturally reduce the chances of overeating. For example, if you skip breakfast and only eat lunch and dinner, you're likely cut out 500 to 700 calories in that day. But, and this is very important, during your eating windows, it cancels out the benefits. For instance, some people break their fast with a massive meal full of high-calorie junk food thinking, I've earned it. Sound familiar? Okay, let's dig a little deeper now. Why does this myth refuse to die? First, there's the placebo effect. When people believe something works, they often attribute their success to it, even if other factors play in it. Second, it's the simplicity. Fasting feels like an easy rule to follow. Just don't eat for a while, compare that to tracking calories or balancing macronutrients, and it seems effortless. Lastly, there's the halo effect that many misunderstand. And I don't get why it's so hard to understand. Yeah, just contemplating right here, venting out. Let's get back to the topic. If you see others raving about the results, you're more likely to jump on the bandwagon without questioning the science. But remember, just because it worked for someone else doesn't mean it's a universal solution. Now that we've busted the myth, let's focus on what you can do instead. Here are some practical tips you can implement yourself. Focus on the basics. Weight loss is about calories in versus calories out. Whether you fast or not, hitting your calorie goals is key. Find what works for you. If intermittent fasting fits your schedule and helps you control portions, great. But if it feels restrictive, throw it away. Prioritize quality foods. Fill your plate with lean protein, whole grains, and veggies to stay full forever. Wish that were true, by the way. Now, track your progress. Use apps to log your food and ensure you're in a calorie deficit. Listen to your body. Hunger cues are important. Don't ignore them in the name of sticking to a fasting window. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all approach in fitness. It's about building habits you can maintain for the long term. Now, thank you for sticking with me to bust this myth. If this video helped you rethink intermittent fasting, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more no-nonsense fitness advice. If you got any myth or questions you want to tackle, drop them below in the comments. I would love to hear from you. You are my friend. And please don't forget to check out my other videos. Let's build that trust together to continuously crush our goals.